Hey guys, Jacob Moon with Jacob Moon's Mocks, take 4. But basically, this is Star Saber, G1 based Star Saber, and this guy is the largest Lego Transformer I've made. Let me get all that positioned right. But yeah, there he is. He's made of 3 parts. You got Saber, which is this red jet here. Brain, which is this little mini bot right there. He's so cute. And then you got the V-Star unit, which is basically a massive jumble of robot parts. But anyways, yeah. This is them in combined mode, or alt mode. They're vehicle modes, which I'm going to say that with quotations, because it's not very much of a vehicle. I mean, really, I think it's supposed to be like a big battleship, basically, and he can dock into it, and they become, not really like a hyper ring kind of thing, but more like added weapons. And see, he's got 2 guns down, one on each side there, and then he's got this massive turret, which, yes, you can pose. And, I mean, yeah, I kind of imagine these things as intakes, and all this is just kind of weapon storage. You can fit Brain inside of the cockpit if you want to. Just slide him in there, and the more you push down on him, the more the bottom part of it slides, so you gotta be careful. You gotta find a good balance, but basically like that. And now you have him inside the cockpit where he can fly it. Alright. So, let's separate these guys, and I'm going to split this video up into parts. Maybe. I don't know yet. Just depends on how fast I can go through. Alright, so first part, we're going to go on to Brain. And Brain, it looks like this in his robot mode. And in vehicle mode, or his alt mode, which he basically transformed into the brain of the bot, looks like that. There you go. There he is in brain mode. I'll show you what that does in a second. So we'll put him aside. I'll just send him up like that because it's easier. Alright, I'm going to separate these guys. Hopefully you don't break or anything. But basically you're going to do that. And you do not want to take these Technic pins with you. I know it wants me to take them with me, but I am not going to. So I'm going to do a quick jump cut here. Alright, now we are left with 2 things. We got this sort of transformed jet mode. I'll work on that in a second. And then you got the V-Star unit right here with that turret and this weapon storage, which, yeah, and this is also weapon storage. But yeah, I'll go ahead and review this thing later. Slide that to the side, and I'm going to transform him into jet mode real quick. Alright, I'm back, and here we have him in jet mode. If you're really interested, all I did was just bring the wings back, move these arms things, the landing gear back, and then put the tail fins up. And that's pretty much it. I figured y'all didn't want to waste time with that, but anyways, so like I said, Brain can fit inside there, inside of the cockpit, pretty well, and like I said, it depends on where you want to put this, which is the front wheel landing gear. And the better you place that, the better he will fit inside. Then you're going to fold that back down so you can have him in jet mode. The shaping on this thing is pretty cool, I think. The only thing I'd say is bad is just how far the wings are from the front of it. But there's a reason for that. On the back here, you got tail fins and then some thrusters, which, again, I'm kind of playing here because those are also considered thrusters, so they're there for a reason. On the bottom of them, you definitely can see a good bit of robot kibble, and you pretty much get the entire idea of how this guy transforms. But, yeah. Alright, so that is the Saber in vehicle mode. And we'll go ahead and transform him into robot mode. Yes, he does have a robot mode. Alright, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to break this off. I know, I don't like parts forming either. But there's a reason. This is actually part of the toy. The front of it would break off, and I'll show you what that does later. So set that aside with the V-Star unit. Alright, so now you got this. Then you're going to take... oh, that reminds me, this is a request from Turnerd. We kind of had a contest going, but apparently he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to finish his Star Saber, so... yeah, anyways. So you're going to rotate these things out. Like this. And now you're going to... you might think it goes like that. But you're actually wrong. It goes like this. You're going to fold both of those up. And they fold onto the back like that. Make sure you flatten that out, and hopefully my camera focus. I'm sorry if it looks pink on camera. It's actually red, but my tablet is annoying and it wants to pick it up as pink. So blame Samsung. Anyways, all right. So next thing you're gonna do, you're going to rotate the wings. Whoop. Gotta be careful when you're doing transformation. I gotta slow down a little bit, because if I go too fast, it breaks. Then you're gonna bring them to the back. If you want, it's really up to you. Me personally, I don't like bringing them to the back, but it just makes the robot mode look a little cleaner. Me personally, I like kind of what they did for Starscream. I'll show you what I mean in a second, once I finish them. You're gonna angle the arms, and I have a slight issue here. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I realized I forgot something. Basically, there's a little bit of a cheat move, and I'll show you that after I just angled his feet, and you've got him complete. Ah, that rhymed. Alright, anyways, so yeah, this is how you can do it with the wings folded to the back, but it kind of just makes him look a little messy back there, or more messy. So I kind of like to bring the wings forward like that, which is inaccurate, I know, but this is based on G1. Anyways, so yeah, now on to the cool part about this guy, which is kind of a cheating part. Basically, his head is right there, and it's kind of placed in there sideways, and it's not really attached in any way. So if you rewind it, and whenever I showed it like this, you could see it was missing. That's because it was missing, and it fell out. So, basically, to transform, to make the head pop up, you gotta take the brain here, stick him up through there, don't think too much about it, and it's going to cause his head to rise up. And I think that's super clever. That might be one of my favorite things about this guy. But yeah, it's accurate to the toy in that way. Except in the toy you put it in the chest, not in the there. But yeah, I mean, I like his head, and I like that transformation. I don't like how it's kind of cheating, but I did what I could. But yeah, anyways, so there's a recessed stud in there, so as long as you just make sure that's tight, it won't be going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those Technic half-pin things. But yeah, that is Star Saber. He's got a good bit of a backpack, but he does have some pretty good posability. And let's give him his weapon, which is attached to the V-Star unit. It's this sword here, right there. This is Saber's saber. But don't. Shh, you're supposed to laugh, but you probably didn't. Alright, anyway, so you're going to put that in his hand, and it looks comically oversized, but that's what Transformers are. Whoop. Let's just bring those wings back for extra support. There we go. There you go. Arr. That sword is way too big. But it's funny. Alright, anyways. I never use him with the sword, so I probably shouldn't even have it, but he probably won't have it for long. I'll probably use it for another Transformer. But yeah, that is Saber. Alright, now on to the V-Star unit. Put him aside. Here's the V-Star. Here's that little piece from Saber, which really you can leave it attached. Again, it just makes the backpack a little bigger. Let me do that real quick. Alright, I did it, and like I said, it just makes the backpack a little larger. It's ridiculous, and And it's supposed to come off like it does in the toy, and it goes to something I'll show you guys. Like I said, I'll show you what it actually goes to later on. Alright, put him back. Now on to the V-Star unit. Knocked him over. Okay, so here's the V-Star unit in all of its kibbleness. Alright, so to transform the V-Star unit, like I said, guns here, landing gear can fold down from back here, and weapons, weapon storage, and that's pretty much it. It's, and fake air intakes, whatever. So, basically it's a hunk of robot parts that I could not figure out what to do with. Okay, so to transform Saber, or the V-Star unit, I'm going to pop this off, put that aside. I'm going to pop off the gun, which this is V-Star's gun. That breaks off all the time. There you go. That's what that looks like. Try to go with a little more energon detail. Alright, so to transform this thing is basically you're going to fold that down. You're going to bring them up like this. Rotate the legs. And again, please don't think too hard about this. But there is the legs. The turret obviously becomes the head. And I've got to move my camera back, because it is hard for me to film this. Let me just fix the lighting. Ooh, that got bright. There we go. Alright. Fold out that. And then rotate these, which are the hands. So do the same on the other side. And you have basically a skinny skeleton Saber. Yeah, it's not good. But that is all he's really made to do. Alright. Next thing we gotta do is we gotta give the V-Star unit to, camera, stand up. Sorry guys, I cannot get my camera to stand up today. Alright, I'm gonna move him out of the way. And again, don't think too much about him. Alright. Here we have Saber. With his saber. We can get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Now to transform him into Saber mode is pretty interesting. And probably the most inaccurate thing about this guy. Alright, first thing you're going to do is you're going to squeeze these. Fold them back. Then you're going to take this and rotate them. Parts are falling off of them. It's mostly these little pieces right here, because they are mean. Now you're going to rotate that, and you got pretty much the chest done. You're going to rotate these, and lastly you're going to rotate that down. Now for the annoying part, you're going to fold these up and angle these hands, the hands of Saber, however you want. They kind of become like the shoulder blade things of the Saber. Fold these back, and you are done. Alright. Now, for the coolest thing about this guy. The combination. Alright, so you're going to take this, and this little port here goes into that port there. Attaches there, like that. And then all this folds up like this. It clicks, it's on a ratchet. You're going to fold that back so that way it don't get in the way. And then the feet separate like this. I'm trying to get some good lighting. Alright, so sorry about that. My tablet fell over, and once it falls over, it cuts the camera. So we're going to try this again. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to bring this up all the way, and once it gets to the top, let me move my camera up. Once it gets to the top, you should split the legs, and the legs kind of just fold around the neck of Star Saber, and it kind of connects right in there. So you got to do a little bit of adjusting. It's a real pain to do. At least do it while we're trying to record it. But you're going to get that. So I'm going to go and do the other side without recording it. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, it wasn't too hard, but it's just better if you have it in a position where you can actually see. Okay, and there you have Star Saber in robot mode. You really are just about done. Let me get him in a kind of a okay pose. You just gotta work with the neck a little bit and find it in a good spot. It is on a ball joint, so it is pretty poseable. Alright, now you're just gonna give him his weapons, which his weapons are right here. Remember this piece from Saber? Well, basically, that long beam actually attaches inside of there and turns that into Star Saber's big saber. Now, his hands again are a little cheaty. They do have a secret second hand inside, just a clip, really, and it allows me to clip in his weapons, which I guess that's not really cheating. It's more of just his hand broke, but it's more just like that's a good, easy way to do that. Huh, that ain't wanting to fit. Let me try the other hand. For some reason that did not want to fit. So, I'll try in this hand, and if this don't work, I'll do a quick jump cut, figure out why it's not wanting to work. And clip. There we go. Now it's working. Now the sword is pretty heavy, so his arm really don't like to hold it up. The ball joints are a little... I've had this guy for a while now, so his ball joints are a little loose. Clip the gun in the other hand. And now we'll get him into a quick sort of action pose. And now let's try and get him where he won't fall over. And there we have... Get my lighting situation. Yeah, there we go. There we have Star Saber in his amazing robot mode. After all that work, I'm so glad. Alright, I'm back. After a pretty long jump cut, I now have him 100% complete and awesome. Alright, I basically just switched those joints. Apparently that one joint had way too much pressure on him from the sword, so I just swapped them out. Because the gun is a lot lighter. Alright, everybody just let out a sigh of relief there. The sword, Star Saber's sword, if you're curious, can attach to his back on one of these clips. Gotta do it off camera because the way my lamp is to, get light. It's annoying. There we go. Alright, so yeah. There, you can have the sword. You just gotta bend it that way it's straight. But yeah, this is Star Saber in his robot mode. And I must say, I really, really like it. There's a lot of work that... Oh, there goes that arm again. There's a lot of work that goes into him, but I think it's worth it in the end. It took me a long time to figure out the design for that. Oh, and I want to point out, the brain transformation, it ends up right there, right underneath the head. So technically, you could play with the idea that the brain controls the head, like it's supposed to in the toy. I don't really remember this character too much in the G1 cartoon, but I do know there is a masterpiece toy of him, and it looks really cool. His legs are very cool in my opinion. I love little yellow accents there that cover up the ball joints. And yes, they are on the big ball joints. This is my only Transformer to use those. No, really, my only Transformer to use them. I'll bring in my second largest Transformer, which is my Devastator, and I'll compare him with him real quick. Alright, and in case you did not know, Devastator was my largest Transformer. And just to give you an idea, this guy is a good 3 heads taller. And man, does he look cool. I really like them both together. I know this probably isn't the right scale, but wow, I just love Star Saber. Alright, so that's comparison with the biggest. And now we'll compare them with my smallest. Alright, and here's my smallest, which about maybe the size of his head. We'll stand him up next to him. There you go. There's your scale. Oh, sorry. Let me move the camera down. There he is. We've lost the head of Star Saber. Yeah, this is massive. He is my largest Transformer I've ever made. And I hope you enjoyed this video, because I think it might be the longest, actual video I've made. Hopefully. I mean, if I didn't have to split it into 2 parts or anything. But yeah, guys, so this has been Jacob Moon's Mox. This has been Star Saber. And I want to thank you guys again for 300 subs. I'm going to be posting a video later, either today or tomorrow, about a contest I'm doing. Not really a contest, you'll see what I mean whenever that comes. Posability-wise, real quick, he's got ball joints everywhere. And that's posability. Alright, so yeah, guys. This has been Jacob Moon's Mox. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I forgot. No, I forgot the minifig of the day. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Here is minifig of the day. Joker. Woo! Joker. From the Lego Batman movie, specifically Joker's car, the purple one with golden tires. And then my minifig for scale. And that's the last scale thing I wanted to bring in. I'm so glad I remembered. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Jacob Moon's Mox, and I will see you guys in the next video, coming soon. Bye. Wait. Yeah. Quick note. This is the bye part. And here we are at the bye part. Alright, so click over here if you want to see more of my Lego Transformers. Click my minifig if you want to subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And let's change it up a little bit. Instead of RCs, check out all my unboxings over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Jacob Moon with Jacob Moon's Mox, and I'll see you guys in the next video.